Cleveland. Avery Bradley is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Hayward. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Butler. Here's Adebayo. Good D by Thompson.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Bradley passes to Thompson. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and say, we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the teams that you don't have a chance to win their championship.
It's Bradley with the ball for Cleveland. Here's Hayward. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Hayward's got 5.
Some things you can't teach. Hayward showing natural instincts to the ball right.
Butler finds Dragic. Over Hayward. Again, the miss by the Heat.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down. That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
Clarkson passes to Gallinari. Over Gay. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Bradley against Dragic. And here is Butler. Oh, he just disappeared against Charlotte. They really needed him. The offensive rebound. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
And the D getting outwork there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Back to Bradley. Gallinari outside. Just 5 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
And here we can check out the story on Avery Bradley. How he did last season. Put up about 10 points per game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
The Heat trail by 3. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach John Beilein.
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate, and double team, but only when it makes sense. It's a little bit of a chess match, but it's how you visit.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And you look at Jimmy Butler. He's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. One thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
Love the level of concentration by Jimmy Butler on that play.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of the year. He calls it grimy season. Gets out in the country and puts in that work.
He ties it up. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
On the wing, it's Iguodala. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's Dragic with the drive. The shot's good.
How about the tempo Dragic plays with? Constantly working for a good shot.
Hayward outside. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Tight kicks to Hayward. The pass to Brown. Lets it go from deep. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
And reaching.
Harris checked in for Cleveland. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Gang. Jones comes in for Jimmy Butler. Robinson's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Hero subbed in for Goran Dragic. Hero passes to Jones. 6 to shoot. Knocks it loose. Here's Robinson. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Gallinari passes to Nunn. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort and he brings the energy.
Hero. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
With the Heat back on the rise, the Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
That's good from Hero. 1:19 left here in the first quarter. Here's Nunn. Gallinari surveying the D. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Hero. To the middle. Here's Robinson. Lays it up off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotation and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Nunn. Tice kicks to Gallinari. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olynnyk. .26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
In this period, they're beating him, and he's feeling it.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Down low, and the dunk by Olynnyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynnyk has some lift.
Gallinari with it. And that one released in time, but no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Heat lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
Call that later, all-star, whatever you want to call it. But with that comes a lot of, some.
It's what he worked for. And he worked hard.
You see that and desire in
here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game from Miami, guys.
way to the table. Offensively, they dominated.
The line of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So in the game for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson is out there with Daniel. 2018 draft. Who do you think has the highest ceiling of that group?
Kevin, I love that question because it's not who's the best player who has the talent. It's Jaren Jackson Jr. Those guys have so much to grow. Doncic and the Trae Young, those guys are fantastic. They have room to grow, but I think those two grow, and they're already good.
Pass to Olynyk. Shot clock at 6. Over Harris. And Olynyk gets it to go on the assist by Jones. Olynyk's got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat. Nunn passes to Tice. Harris inside. Robinson on him. Here's Nunn. Guarded by Robinson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Gary Harris. Then for the Heat, Gay comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in for Jones. Hero, no good. The Cavaliers shooting 47%, pretty solid. Outside Bradley. Clarkson against Robinson. Clarkson passes to Nunn. Shot, high post. They get the rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Aggressive defense, too aggressive. Thompson goes up strong and draws the foul.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians, but as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. This game is built on toughness and hustle.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. No good on the second free throw.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Dragic kicks to Butler. Over Thompson. The Cavaliers pull it in, and Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Clarkson passes to Bradley. Pass to Tice. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Floats it up for Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Love the eye contact by Jimmy Butler and his teammate before he rolls up for that alley-oop.
Bradley passes to Clarkson. Pass to Tice. Changes up, and it's good on the way. Tice has got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Knocked loose, stolen by Clarkson. Here's Hayward. Lays it up and banks it in. Hayward's got 7.
And that's where the added muscle Hayward has put on during his career comes into play. So effective in combating an aggressive defense.
And it's Dragic off off the drive, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Well, when you watch Goran Dragic play, you can tell the precision that he has with his movement and footwork. But as pretty as his game is, he has a bit of edge to him. Very fiery player.
First free throw is good. And Smitty, as you alluded to with Dragic, he's gotten in more confrontations than you would think.
He's a scrapper and does whatever it takes to win. Reminds me of a little bit of John Stockton with that mentality. But that's exactly the kind of mindset you want from your lead guard.
So he picks up just one from the line that time.
Well, he was a champion in Italy. We see what Dragic has done in the NBA. He's had a solid career, and he's still evolving.
They get it back. Hayward can't hit.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Olynyk dishes to Dragic. Now the pass to Butler. Back to Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. The shot misses. And Cleveland the other way now. Baseline jumper. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward. Hayward's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Even though Hayward's improved from beyond the arc, you see the natural inclination from mid-range.
Up top, Dragic. Guarded by Bradley. Stolen by Clarkson. Hayward outside. Over Gay. And too long on the shot. The Heat trail by 3. To the inside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Beautiful vision to find an open man. Goran leading by example.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Kalau mau urutin satu apa? Dua.
A different look now for Cleveland. Alinari, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Troy Brown comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Harris subbed in for Clarkson. And then for Miami, Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. And it's Derek Jones in for Andre Iguodala. Brown. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Jones. Now you look at the career of Dragic. Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he's learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Back to Thompson. Clock at 6. And here's Bradley from 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
From out beyond the arc, Bradley getting more confident each year.
Dragic kicks to Gay. Harris against Jones. Outside Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Jimmy Butler used his body and muscle well to get the foul call.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Free throw, good Butler. Cavaliers making a switch here. Nunn's checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Robinson's checked in for Gay. And Hero subbed in for Goran Dragic. And so Butler nails both of them.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
There's the lob to Brown. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Hero passes to Butler. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Thompson outside. He dishes it to Harris. Over to the left wing. Here's Nunn, defended by Jones. Gallinari with the steal. To the paint. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Brown.
The powerful body of Thompson, easily able to absorb contact and finish.
And some good action through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Cleveland ahead, up 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Goran. How would you say you guys have done in the first half?
I mean, we are battling. We as a team, and if we're gonna play like that, I think so we're gonna be okay.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Thanks, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they traded. And that
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Rudy Gay is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Iguodala in at the two-guard spot. Well, this term load management now is something you hear about, read about all the time, Steve. You think we'll ever see the regular season shortened by a few games?
You know, Commissioner Silver has talked about it, and it's been thrown around 75 games. I will say the NBA has done a fantastic job, along with the Players Association. There's longer off seasons. I mean, and there are also longer time throughout the All-Star games, and there's not as many back-to-backs.
Bradley deciding where to go with it. With the teardrop. Here's Thompson. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Thompson's got 6.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Dragic kicks to Gay. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Clarkson on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala. Right side Bradley. Lets it go. And there's another one for the Cavaliers. The Heat trail by 4. Gets the pass to Adebayo. Dishes it to Gay. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Some players never recover from a torn Achilles. Rudy Gay has come back and as good as ever. Still one of the most productive small forwards we have in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Rudy Gay. And Steve, the size and athleticism of Gay has always set him apart at that small forward position.
He's able to make something out of nothing, playing over the top most of the time of his defender. He is dangerous.
Daniel Tice is checked in for the Cavaliers. And Miami also making a switch. Olynyk checked in. Good on both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Clarkson passes to Hayward. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Over Butler. A reverse, and he lays it up and in. Tice has got his second basket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Dragic dishes to Iguodala. Gay against Bradley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
And that's just experience. Rudy baiting the defender all the way.
For Miami, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
A talented, versatile player who has been on a few teams. Rudy Gay is still going.
He hits both from the stripe. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Bradley passes to Clarkson. Kicks to Gallinari. Rebound by Olynyk. Miami trailer. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Defended by Hayward. Iguodala, the pass to Butler. With a tie. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That sets off a 5-game tour for him. Pass to Clarkson. Over Iguodala. A shot by Clarkson, no good. For Miami, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got 5 now.
That's a strong move right down there in the paint. Something you see a lot from Goran Dragic.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. You know, Smitty, every team at some point faces some locker room turmoil. How tough is it to balance team chemistry?
You know, it's very tough. Sometimes you have those 1 or 2 player additions that it just changes the dynamic of your team. Sometimes you lose a leader. He might not be the best player. Then a lot of times guys are playing for contracts, and some guys get a little bit upset because they figure they're playing for their individual success versus team. But when you have that right chemistry, it is beautiful.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Gay. Robinson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Hero subbed in for Goran Dragic.
And taking a look here at numbers for Gallinari, he's coming off an excellent season. 4th in free throw percentage. And he also shot his way into the top 5 in percentage from long range. Just a knockdown shooter.
And yeah, he was money from the charity stripe. Only a handful of players shot a better percentage last season. Tremendous asset. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Heat have gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much. Hero passes to Robinson. Butler deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Brown. Buried from 15 feet out. Butler's got the game tied up here for Miami.
When Butler's not challenging at the rim, this is the next best thing. Does a lot of his damage from the mid-range.
Nunn uses the glass to finish the layup. Nunn's got 6 in the quarter.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Robinson kicks to Butler. Passes to Hero. 1:04 left to play in the third. And the baseline jumper, no good. Inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
The dish to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Butler. Pass to Hero. For 3. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Butler against Brown. Now here's Butler. 11 points in the game. Out left to the wing. Here's Hero. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Hero's got 8 points.
Jimmy Butler is on it. Staying alert. Finds his man breaking free.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Cavaliers lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Daniel Tice. He's out there with Tristan Thompson. Brown out there with Gary Harris. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Outside, Jones. And here's Olynyk from the arc. And again, Miami with the triple.
And listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olynyk has that rare combination.
Robinson against Harris. Clock at 6. The pass to Nunn. A 3 ball. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Harris looking it over. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Olynyk. And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Daniel Tice. The Heat also changing it up. Rudy Gay's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Iguodala comes in for Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Hero. Iguodala, a beautiful reverse layup. Iguodala's got his first 2 points.
Outstanding work from Iggy. So skilled in finishing off the drive.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Thompson finds Hayward. Looking to get it going. Miami grabs the miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Brown, good.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Rockets the pass to Gay. Lets it go from 14. And there's another one for the Heat.
Rising to the occasion, he found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Working the mid-range, but you would think the defense would be keying on him.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Hayward. Miami grabs the miss. Gay's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Dragic. Nunn passes to Harris. Over Iguodala. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The Heat rebound. Gay can't get it to go.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Brown outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Friday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Chicago Bulls. Butler, he's checked in for the Heat.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Got a piece of it. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 1 point on the basket from Iguodala.
And a big basket for Iggy. He is just a calm presence in key moments.
Bradley dishes to Gallinari. Back to Bradley. Gallinari outside. In transition, here comes Miami. Butler with the ball over Hayward. And it's Butler missing. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Cavaliers. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
When you need a bucket, you go to your steady performers. Avery Bradley can be counted on.
From deep, Gay. It's hauled in by Brown.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
You've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut to just 1 point. Basket from Dragic.
Pivotal point in this contest. The determination of going Dragic, it is showing right now.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're up by 1. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Now we get a chance to check out our Jordan player of the game.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I got a chance to hear what John Beilein told his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Butler. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight. They also didn't give up on that possession.
first, and that will put them up by 2.
Being aggressive and getting to the line. This is when Gallinari's most efficient. Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Adebayo throws it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Butler against Gallinari to the middle. And oh, here we go. Gage got it, the fast break chance. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 6 to shoot. Now Gallinari can't drop the tough three-pointer. Timeout called, the Heat. They trail by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
There's Dragic with the... Oh, he got the goal! I can't believe it!
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
One of the greatest shots you'll ever see. The 3 with nothing but zeros left on the clock.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I can play well every night. So I just gotta focus on me, this team, and worry about the outside influences.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.